Alright, part two of the Why Do Boys Like Video Games. My phone just stopped videoing. I think it's because I had to just delete stuff off of my phone. I got a different hoodie on because I actually got cold from drinking that drink I was drinking. So, one thing in a way that I personally kind of view life as is I actually kind of view it as a video game. In the sense of like, especially video games like Skyrim, The Witcher, and World of Warcraft, and even like Animal Crossing, GTA, whatever, right? You basically level up. When you level up, you get stronger. And you make more money and you buy things with this money. And then you can just kind of like do bigger things and stuff. And one thing I'd really like to point out too is that in like Skyrim and The Witcher and WoW, you're working pretty much for yourself the whole time. You're not like working for anybody else. So you're not really like employed. You're not like an employee. It's like you work for yourself. And then even in like Skyrim, you have like followers and stuff, but they kind of like work for you. You know what I mean? It's like they are work for you. Um, so that's one thing I'd like to point out. And maybe that's why some people like continue to play video games too, is because they get like their 9 to 5 or whatever. And then like in the video game, uh, they don't work for anybody in the video game. It's kind of like the tables have turned type of thing. Um, yeah. Now there's some girls that play video games. I don't even know if there is like a video game for a girl though. Is there? Maybe that's why. Maybe girls just like don't play video games because there's not like video games that are like made for girls. Like it seems like all these video games um are designed towards male, I would say. But then still, would girls even play video games? Um, I don't know, to be honest. But I think like the adventure is definitely another big thing. Um, that attracts to the male gender because um there isn't any adventure in their life, honestly. You know, they, like I said, like the two biggest things is you sleep and then you go to middle school, high school, and that's the same thing every day. So when you play video games, there's this sense of adventure, right? Doing new things, learning new things, working for yourself. You're just like in these characters like Skyrim and The Witcher, you're really thrown out there in the world. There's this huge world in this video game, and you're just kind of thrown out there. Uh, and everybody chooses to do something different, and there's like no limitations, right? But there's like all these limitations in life, and then there's like all these expectations in life and how you should live your life. But then in Skyrim, like you can do whatever you want, and there isn't really any consequences, right? So that's what I really think makes things very appealing. Skyrim is my favorite video game. We're just gonna say that. It's my favorite video game. Probably a lot of it is like now nostalgia. Like my childhood, I feel like. Um, so yeah. especially because I like live in the city too. Um, so yeah, that's why I think boys play video games. And a lot of that stuff can be good for them. But there can also definitely be too much video games. Did I pretty much just answer it all? I think I pretty much just answered it all. And then there's also the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance. So, and this could be why people continue to play video games. So, you know, once you get older, I'm 20 now, you can basically live your life how you want to. But, you know, you play a video game and you can do all these things, but you can do it on your couch with a controller in your hand. And like these things in real life, you know, everything's not as easy as it looks. And if it was easy, everyone would do it, right? So yeah, basically that. Basically just harder in real life. That's all I got to say. That's why boys play video games.